to welcome y'all to the show. Welcome. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Andy O.
And I'm Khalil Deal.
So we're gonna continue along with our UFC predictions and final thoughts of the main card. You want to take it away, Khalil?
That's right. So this is the final predictions for the main card. We did our video before for the prelims. All right, let's start it off with Bo Nickal versus Cody Brundage. Now, this fight, man, this is going to be amazing. Bo Nickal, this guy is a amazing wrestler. This guy is amazing on the ground. He's an amazing grappler. I think he's going to outshine Cody Brundage in this one, man. And I know that Dana White's giving out the 300K for finishes, and I think Bo Nickal is going to come out there and get that submission on Cody Brundage, man. He's going to take him down. He's going to wrestle him, out wrestle him, get on his back, get a submission, or even if he's on top of him, get an arm triangle. Just like Cody Brundage was finished last time. I believe he was finished by submission last time as well. I think that the same is going to happen with Bo Nickal here. Bo Nickal is a little bit taller. They're both the same size as far as body size, but Bo Nickal is a little bit taller. And yeah, man, my pick is still the same with Bo Nickal. I think he's going to be winning inside the distance for sure here. It's going to be either by KO or submission. I don't know. We'll talk about what I did in the bets, but for Bo Nickal, I think he is going to win inside the distance for sure, man.
Yeah, not too much to add to that. Bo Nickal has a pretty good pedigree as far as his background goes. He hasn't had the best competition so far, so he should be able to beat Brundage here. After that, I'd expect slightly better competition, hopefully. Yeah, I predict an early win for Brundage, an early finish round one, early round two.
Yeah, so just one thing I wanted to say, he got submitted by Rodolfo Vieira. Is
Brundage?
4 fights ago. Cody Brundage, yeah, he got submitted by Rodolfo Vieira by arm triangle choke, and I think that that's a possibility that could happen to him as well with Bo Nickal if he gets on top of him and controls him on the ground. Cody Brundage has a little bit of problems when he's on his back.
And also the thing with Brundage is like he puts himself in a bad submissible positions, right? And
exactly. I mean, Cedricus Dumas is not by far any kind of a grappler or wrestler here, and he was able to take down Brundage and do some groundwork on him. So for sure, Bo Nickal is going to have his way with him on the ground there. So the pick is Bo Nickal. We are in agreement with this one, man.
okay, next we have Charles Oliveira against Arman Tsarukyan here. I've been picking Arman. I remain with Arman. I think this is one of those fights where, out with old, in with the new, so to say. Charles Oliveira also has been finished in a lot of fights, I don't know how good he's going to look later in this fight, like specifically the third round. Also, I don't think Tsarukyan is the right opponent to go down and like have follow you to the ground, right? A lot of Charles's opponents follow him kind of to the ground, and a lot of them are very afraid of his submission skills, which are top notch. But Arman has amazing skills down there as well, and it's rare where you find a guy that would be willing to fight fire against fire as far as that's concerned. As well, I always think it's a good idea to pay attention to these guys once they have a lot of fights like Oliveira, once they've been around for so long. Charles Oliveira has been in the UFC since he was like 19 or 20, right? It's a lot of fights, a lot of damage. Is it time to start writing off Charles Oliveira? I don't know. The lines don't even suggest it because Oliveira is a pretty big underdog here as well. Either way, my final pick's going to be Arman, but we all know how dangerous Charles Oliveira is.
Yeah, Charles Oliveira is very dangerous, and in the early predictions, I had Charles Oliveira winning this fight, and now in the final predictions, I have switched my pick. I switched my pick.
Switch.
I switched my pick. I am going for Armin Tsarukyan now. I have decided to switch it and go for Armin Tsarukyan. I think after really like carefully analyzing this throughout the weekend, I was like, you know what, man? Armin Tsarukyan is young. He's hungry. He's in great shape. This guy came in there looking in phenomenal shape in the weigh-ins here. He is ripped. They're both in good. Oliveira too is in good shape, of course, but Armin Tsarukyan is in phenomenal shape. Oliveira is a little bit taller, and Tsarukyan does not look scared at all of Oliveira. Oliveira came up to his face, like right in his face in the face-offs there, and Tsarukyan was just like not phased at all. He was smiling there, and I just think like you said, Andy O, is that it's out with the old, in with the new. I think it's time now for Armin Tsarukyan to make his name in the UFC and start moving up the rankings. This young guy is on the come up. He's hungry. I think he's hungrier than Oliveira. But we cannot forget that Oliveira is dangerous. If Tsarukyan makes a mistake, if he fucks up, it could be lights out for him at any moment. If he tries to strike too much with him, it could be lights out. If he tries to mess around too much on the ground. So he's got to be very careful in this fight because Charles Oliveira is very dangerous and he's got more experience than Tsarukyan. It's a step up in competition for Tsarukyan as well. But, well, actually, maybe not because he did fight Makhachev. So
Yeah, that was also a long time ago in his first fight in the UFC. I'd say, looking at it that way, you could say his competition went down.
yeah,
You know, and now it's kind of back up again.
And that's
Yeah.
another thing. The fact that he fought Makhachev, he fought the best guy in the division, and now he's facing Charles Oliveira. So it's going to be a little easier on him than the fight against Makhachev, and he still made it to the end against Makhachev and did not get subbed or knocked out in that fight.
Yeah.
So it looks like for me, I switched the pick, man. I think you swayed me in the last episode. You swayed me, man, and I'm going with Armin Tsarukyan now.
Okay.
All right, moving on up the card, we got Justin Gaethje against Max Holloway. This one too, my pick stays the same though. In this one, I am sticking with Max Holloway here. I do think Justin Gaethje has a shot, but I do like Max Holloway for his length, the fact that he's so much taller than Justin Gaethje. His striking is going to be on point. I like the combinations that he throws. I think he's going to be able to keep a distance on Justin Gaethje, and I think that with those leg kicks that he likes to throw, Max Holloway, I think it's going to slow down Justin Gaethje, and he's going to piece him up on the feet. And as long as Justin Gaethje doesn't try to grapple with him and take him down, it's Max Holloway's fight to win here in this one and be the new BMF champion.
I've been rolling with Max all week. I really think he has a chance to break the strike record here. I predict the first 3 rounds will be kind of back and forth, but Max Holloway will start to pull away with that amazing boxing. I think, the combinations are just going to be overwhelming to Gaethje. I still can't get over people thinking that this is going to be kind of like a Tony Ferguson burial style fight where Gaethje is going to destroy Max Holloway forever. Like Max Holloway, you saw the weigh-ins, right? He looked pretty filled in for this weight class.
Yeah, he looks ripped. He's in great shape.
Yeah.
He's slightly taller too.
And let's not forget, I think the main thing that killed Tony Ferguson was what Tony Ferguson did getting into that fight, which was cutting weight 2 times like an absolute lunatic. Like he looked like 15 years older before he stepped into the cage that fight. I remember it. And as a big Tony Ferguson fan, very sad day. I don't think the same thing will happen to Max. I'm telling you, this is an opportunity for Max to break the UFC striking record. I feel it can happen in this fight. And also, you can look at the stats. Gaethje gets hit so much. He also hits a lot, but he gets hit even more. I don't have the stat in front of me, but it's ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm looking for Max Holloway. I have an interesting bet regarding him, but we'll get to that in the bet video coming up.
All right, so yeah, we are both in agreement with Max Holloway here. Justin Gaethje did look a little bit thicker and bigger in the face-offs, but Max Holloway is more ripped and leaner. And they say that they're the same height. It's not true. Max Holloway is slightly taller.
Okay, so next we have another ladies fight here for the UFC Strawweight Championship. Weili Zhang and Xiao Nan Yan, which we will just call Nan. Weili Zhang, a lot smaller than Nan, I've got to say. Looks like Nan gained some weight or something. I can't really tell. Either way, I really don't think this is going to be like a domination for Weili Zhang. I think it's going to be a close fight. I think it may even go to decision here, but in the end, I think Weili Zhang will come out on top. She does have the wrestling, right? I don't think her striking is as good as Yan's, but I think she has enough, and her overall abilities will end up pulling it off. So she's going to retain here, I think, Weili Zhang.
Listen, man, I am not falling for no hype on Xiaonan Yan. Okay,
Not how you just saying it's gonna be a little closer than some may feel.
yeah, I mean, it might be, but I heard Wei Li Zhang talk about it in watching the little video they have before they introduced them to the face off. And Wei Li Zhang talking in Chinese there was saying, when you looked in the caption, that she says if Zhao Nanyan thinks that she's going to win by just staying on the feet and striking, she's not. So that means that Wei Li Zhang is going to use her wrestling in this one. She's going to use the ground game. She's going to use the grappling in this one. And she's going to take Zhao Nanyan down. And Zhao Nanyan has nothing on the ground. She's a fish out of water on the ground. All she has is the striking. And I think that Weili Zhang is a more well-rounded fighter. She's going to have the striking and the ground game in her back pocket. And Weili Zhang said it. She's going to use the ground game. She's going to use the grappling and wrestling on her. And I think that a nice ground and pound looks pretty good there, or a submission. I think Weili Zhang could finish her off or win a unanimous decision by just hurting her and showing inflicting more damage on her. Plus, Weili Zhang has this like superhuman strength for a woman, man. She is going to be ragdolling Zhao Nanyan. I have a feeling that she's going to be able to pick her up and smash her on the ground. I think it's going to be a violent fight, this one. I think Weili Zhang is out there and she's going to piece up Zhao Nanyan. I'm not falling for the Zhao Nanyan being a threat here at all. The pick is Weili Zhang all the way, man.
Okay.
All right, and now we're at the main event. Alex Pereira against Jamahal Hill. And this one here, I got to say that Jamahal Hill looks very angry. Man, he's
an angry guy, man. He's an angry guy.
He is pissed, and he looks bigger than he did before.
He has a podcast too, and did you ever see it?
No, never seen it.
He's always angry on it.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I mean, he's pissed off, and he wants to get that belt back, of course. But one thing I noticed though, he's not as ripped as he used to look before. He's not as in good shape as he was before. He gained a little bit of weight. You can see that his stomach is he's got a little bit of a belly there.
I noticed this.
Not that much though, but I mean, he's in better shape than me and you. Well, maybe not you. You're leaner, but he's in better shape than I am. Fucking Jamahal Hill, man. This guy with that little bit of belly there, man. Compared to Pereira, who's fucking ripped, muscular, in phenomenal shape. He's lean, mean, ready to go. I think Pereira is going to get the win here. My pick stays the same. I got Pereira. Jamahal Hill can be dangerous. He does have, they call him sweet dreams for a reason. The guy can knock you out. He's got some power in his hands. But unless he catches Pereira on the chin or just gets a really good shot and happens to like knock out Pereira, Pereira's got this all the way, I think, with the kicks. And he will kick him to his leg where he was injured as well. So he'll be aiming for that injury leg and kicking the shit out of that leg. And he's definitely going to be the better striker, I find, in this fight. And he's got power in his hands as well. Pereira, one shot, that's all it takes. So Pereira is a pick.
I do agree he's the better striker. I think he has more power as well. My pick is needless to say, Pereira. I had him since the beginning. I remain with Pereira. I think he's going to smash up his leg where he's injured and even where he's not injured, because his lower leg kicks in general are a killer. The main thing I think he has to worry about, Pereira, is the thing that concerns me is he doesn't move his head at all. but I guess the way he fights and his stance kind of makes up for it. Jamal Hill, I did notice he didn't look in that great shape, at least as compared to how he was before. Maybe the anger will make up for it because he certainly has a lot of that. Uh, I, yeah, I don't think Jamal Hill has the greatest footwork, but then I was thinking neither does Pereira. But Pereira does what he does well, and I think that'll be enough to defeat Jamal Hill. And also, I really don't think Jamal Hill is 100% healed off of that knee injury. He came back early to take this UFC 300 fight, so I can't blame the guy. But really, that's why he's in there. I don't think he would have been in there if it wasn't for something like big like this. So the pick is Pereira.
Yeah, he's been off for a year and 2 months. Pereira was in there 5 months ago against Prochaska and knocked him out. So, yeah, Jamal Hill. I think you're right, man. I think he might have came in a little too soon in this one. Yeah, Alex Pereira, it is. Guys, this is the end of the video, man. Like and subscribe. Please comment. Let's get it, man. This is going to be an amazing event. I can't wait to watch it. And we are going to give you our official bets in the next video.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to welcome y'all to the show. Welcome. Yeah.
All right, guys, peace out.